All right, we're here at Darlington Raceway, Southern 500 this weekend. It's kind of a big deal if you didn't know that. But anywho, yes, we're here covering the race with Go Full Throttle Racing, or Racing News. So make sure to go check out that website. I'm going to be doing some writing there, posting some other video content, other social content on there. So make sure to go there. And yes, cloud cover right at the right time. It's supposed to be a very nice weekend. But I told you guys I was going to do my playoff preview, prediction, whatever you want to call it. Well, I finally filled out my bracket. So we're going to rapid fire this thing. They finally shut off the music, I think. So I don't have to worry about getting copywritten. But yeah, I thought you'd give you a better background than the normal background of Darlington Raceway. And over here we got 1 and 2. Well, 1 really, but all right, let's do this. Rotate back this way. All right, first round, Darlington, right here. Gateway and Bristol. Yeah, these first round eliminations are really going to be tough, if we're being honest. Because there's a lot of guys that could get through just because of the lineup of tracks, because we got Gateway, and Penske's really good at Gateway, even though they've kind of struggled this year outside of Blaney. Bristol's in there, Darlington's in there. We got a few guys good at Darlington. I'm going to stop yapping. I'm just going to make some predictions. So my Darlington winner is Kyle Larson. My Monday pick was Kyle Larson. I'm going to stick with it. Kyle Larson wins his second Southern 500. My Gateway pick, I love a good redemption story. Ryan Blaney, so close to winning this race last year. I think Ryan Blaney wins at Gateway. And then the final race at Bristol. Denny Hamlin really good at Bristol, especially in the next gen car. So, those are my 3 winners. So obviously you win, you advance. Pretty simple as that. Then for the rest, the next 2 I'm going to put are Byron and Bell. No one has a huge playoff point advantage or lead. So Byron and Bell, I feel like they're 90+% safe, I would say. Outside of that, I feel pretty good about this track lineup for Hamlin and even Larson. But I don't feel like no one has a huge playoff point lead, even though Larson and Byron have 32, Bell, Hamlin, they got 20-something. But I would say those are the only 2 if they don't win. Them, Larson, Hamlin, those 4, I would say if they don't win, those are the only 4 I'm confident in making it 90+%. As I said, that's just a random number. I don't even know how to group the rest. I'm just going to throw them all out there. Yeah, here you go. It was tough to make the cuts here. Chase Elliott, I could honestly see getting eliminated in this first round. The tracks really don't line up well for him. He's had top 10 speed in the next-gen car at Darlington before, but nothing special. Gateway, only 2 starts, nothing special there. But Bristol, he's really good at. Top 5, really good, as I said. So, yeah, I think... But as I said, if he has a bad race here, if he has a bad race at Gateway, and he has to lean on Bristol... He hasn't shown a lot of race-winning speed this year, but I think he gets through. Briscoe, I think, gets through. They've been really good over the summer stretch. Hard to go against them. Putting Bubba through, just because I think he's really good at Darlington. He's had some decent Bristol runs before. Someone's honking something. Cindric and Logano I'm putting through simply because of Gateway, because of how good Team Penske is at Gateway. It's probably horrible logic. It's going to go wrong, just like when I did the in-season tournament and I said Team Penske's also good at Atlanta. It's so hard to predict who's going to win or who's going to wreck, and I put all 4 of them through, and then all 4 of them got eliminated in that first round. Then I got Reddick and Bowman. Reddick, I feel like they limped into these playoffs. They were in that tight point situation and everything, but Darlington, they're going to run top 5 at probably. Gateway, they'll do enough, but Bristol's an awful track for them, so... If they kind of the same thing as Elliott, if they slip up at one of the tracks they're good at, then it could get really tough here at the end because Bristol is not his greatest track. And then Bowman. I think Bowman inches through. So eliminated in that first round. Austin Dillon. Yeah, Austin Dillon, just haven't seen the consistency from him this year. Josh Berry, same story. I mean, he was 22nd in the points. Dillon was 25th in the points. Ross Chastain, yeah, they went after the Coke 600 win. They have been on a massive slump. And then the 4th one, Shane Van Gisbergen. I know he has all the playoff points. I know he's been improving on the ovals. I know that this place here is one of his favorite ovals, and he's improved. And he's really had good runs in all 4 starts he's had here, the 2 in Cup and 2 in Xfinity. The problem is the last 2 races. He's never stepped foot on the property of Gateway, Worldwide Technology Raceway. He's never been to St. Louis. So that hurts. And then Bristol, they struggled massively in the spring. Ran in the 30s, qualified in the 30s, wrecked out of the 30s. Like, if it was maybe like Kansas, Darlington, and Bristol, I could see them getting through actually with a good shot of having a good points gap. But I hate those second 2 races for him. I really do. But ultimately, yeah, those are my 4 first-round eliminations. So let's go to the second round. Christopher Bell owns New Hampshire. Christopher Bell is going to win New Hampshire. Kansas, this is where I think we could get our upset or like our random winner in the playoffs outside of Talladega. I keep forgetting which way to lean, if you can't tell. I'm going to go with Bowman. He's had winning speed at Kansas too many times to not follow through. One of these times he's going to do it. Darn it, it's going to be this year. Alex Bowman wins Kansas. So that's the second spot in the round of 8. And then the Roval, I just said Shane Van Gisbergen's going to get eliminated. Well, out of the playoffs, he's going to win the Roval. I'm not betting against him on a road course. Him at the road courses, Bell at New Hampshire, like it's unfair. So I'm going to go with those 2. Then the rest of the advancements into the round of 8, and I have a little bit of a shocker in here outside of the whole Bowman win thing. I got Blaney, Byron, Elliott, Briscoe, Bubba, Hamlin. That means Kyle Larson is eliminated in the round of 12 in my bracket. Honestly, Kansas, he could go out and win and prove me wrong, make me look like the idiot I am. Roval, he could very well do it, but they've been inconsistent on the road courses this year. I know they crashed out early at Mexico, and it wasn't their fault. They had a mechanical problem early at Watkins Glen. But Coda, they finished 30-something. I don't even remember what happened in that race. I think they had a wheel fall off. Sonoma, I don't even remember what they did. So they've kind of been inconsistent on the road as of late. Really, it's either win or like have something go disastrous wrong at the road courses for them, I feel like, in the next-gen car. I had that last spot down to Larson and Hamlin. I gave Hamlin the edge because I could see him with winning speed at New Hampshire and Kansas, and I know he struggles on the road courses, but with Larson, it's just a guess. It's a prediction. As I said, my predictions suck usually, so yeah, there we go. There's your round of 8. I think we're at the round of 8. So we got Vegas, Talladega, and Martinsville. Vegas, once again, I'm a big believer in a good redemption story. Well, Christopher Bell has come so close to winning this race the last couple of years. Last year, lost it on fuel mileage to Joey Logano. Ended up missing the Final Four because he didn't win that race. He ends up easing the pressure, doesn't have to worry about Talladega. He wins at Las Vegas. Talladega, I think we get a non-playoff winner, and I kid you not, I literally closed my eyes. It just guessed. AJ Allmendinger? Anyone feeling that pick? No, just me. Oh, okay. All right. And then Martinsville, I'm going with Chase Elliott. Elliott has not shown winning speed at a lot of places. Now, Dover this year, yes, and the random occurrence like Kansas, he kind of had close to winning speed, in Texas last year, but there's one place he's consistently had winning speed at, Martinsville. He led some laps there in the spring. He led a lot of laps there last fall, led some laps 2024 spring. Something about Martinsville that just suits his style, especially in the next gen. He might have to win to get in because he doesn't have the playoff points, and Vegas isn't a strong track in the randomness of Talladega, but sure. Chase Elliott to the Final Four. My other 2 Final Four spots are Ryan Blaney and William Byron. Ultimately, I think this lineup fits perfectly for Byron and Blaney, if we're being honest. Byron is great at Las Vegas. He's got to win there. He's a really good super speedway racer. And he's won at multiple times in the next gen car. As for Blaney, he's decent at Vegas. I think he can do enough there. He could go out and win Talladega. He's the best super speedway racer we have in the next gen car. And then Martinsville, he's won the last 2 fall races. So I think those 2 advance to the Final Four, meaning that, let's see here, Bowman, Briscoe, Bubba, Denny are your eliminations there. I could see Hamlin making it, but I don't have him in this thing. So, Final Four, Phoenix. We got Bell, who won Vegas in this theoretical, hypothetical, whatever you want to call it. We got Blaney, who pointed in. Byron, who pointed in. Elliott, who won at Martinsville. One race decides it all. The randomness of that final race. Team Penske is going to be hard to bet against. Christopher Bell is probably going to be the best bet at dethroning Team Penske at Phoenix. He's had winning speed a couple of times there. So ultimately, when it comes down to it, I think that it's either going to be Blaney or a Penske car, whether that be Blaney or Logano or Cindric, you never know, or Josh Berry. As I said, you never know. And then Christopher Bell, as I said, he's the best bet. But you guys know my loyalty to my preseason pick. Upset. NASCAR, this whole format is all about winning. Winning is everything. Winning is the most important thing. Well, what about when a guy with 2 wins all season wins the championship? Chase Elliott's my championship pick. I didn't really have any build up to it, but as I said, I stay loyal to my preseason pick, except for that one time. I think in 2023, I ditched Reddick for the playoffs, and he almost proved me wrong. I think he was like a few points away from the Final Four or something, but I never know what I'm doing with these playoff things. I never know what I'm doing with my preseason picks. I've only picked the preseason champion right once, and it was 2020 with Chase Elliott, so we're riding with Chase Elliott again. But yeah, let me know what your predictions are in the comment. As I said, I will be here all weekend at Darlington covering the race for Go Full Throttle. I'll be posting some stuff over there, but also on here, I'll make a playlist as I always do. This will probably be the first video in the playlist, so that's exciting. Got a story I'm going to post sometime next week. The written version should be up pretty quickly. The video version takes a little bit more effort on the, editing. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. We'll be back here tomorrow at Darlington.